This is R equal. Let's learn how to play manager and supervisor mode. First, in the setup, we place the reward card of the supervisor, put it on the side. And then we take the factory tile, they call treatment plant, but I usually call them factory tile because, yeah, why not? But this side face up, put it in the middle. And then we take the bonus card for this color. There, one side is 3, 5, and 7. There's 3 of them for each color. And the other side is -3. We shuffle them and put them positive point this side face up and put it like this. Then you can see what's the card coming after that. We simply do this for each of the color. All right. And then we take our the trash cards. We remove all of the card with the double trash. We remove them. We don't need them in this game. And then depends on how many player we're playing. If it's 2 player, as you know, there are 4 kinds of trash we recycle in this game. If we have 2 player, we use 8 cards for each color to form a deck of 32 cards. If we play with 3 player, each color we use 11 cards. If we have 4 player, each color we use 14 cards. Okay, after we done that, then we shuffle the deck. We will deal 4 cards, open them, and then put those trash in their color in the treatment site. So in this case, we have 2 green ones. We will put it in here. And then deal another 4 cards face down under each of the pile. And the leftover card, we will deal each player 12 cards as their own deck. So in this case, we set up as a 3 player. So I'll deal myself 12 cards. You 12 cards, you 12 cards. And then finally, we have this is the name badge, basically. The black one is for the supervisor. We'll put it in here with the supervisor bonus. And the rest of the 4, you know it. So we play with each of the treatment tile. So that's a setup. In R equal, we play as the supervisor and the manager running the recycle treatment plant in Kawasaki, Japan. So basically in this game, we try to score the most point by try to become the manager or supervisor in the game. The game will go through totally 3 rounds. In each round, they will go through several turns. So in the very beginning of the game, the rule says the most recent player who throw a trash will be a first player, but you can do whatever you want. Remember, we deal 12 cards for each player before. You shuffle them, and then you draw 5 cards as your beginning hand. The leftover 7 we put on the side as your own personal deck. Okay. So after you look at your hand, then when it's your turn, you can do 1 action. You can choose. There's 2 kinds of action you can do. Just choose 1. The first action you can do is to just look at your hand. You can play a card. 1 card only. So for example, if I choose to play a white card, okay, I can put it face up, put it in the treatment section. If I do that, I will, no matter which color you play, okay, if you play a card in the way indicated color, you will take the supervisor tile, put it in front of you, and after this all done, you draw your hand back to 5 if you can. Okay? If in the future, if you're running out of your personal deck, you simply just don't withdraw it. You just keep playing until your hand's empty. All right? That's the first kind of action. The second kind of action that you can do is, in your turn, you can play numbers of cards in the face down side. So the number depends on how many of the cards over here. Okay, and then you can play the card over in the face down side. This number plus 1. So for example, I look at my hands and I figure I want to play a card over here because I want to be the manager of the plastic bottle. Okay, so I can look at my hand. I can play 3 cards because it's 1, 2, and plus 1. So I can play 3 cards over here. I can choose any card I want. Probably I want to buffalo it or what. Just throughout the game, you will kind of understand what's going on. But basically, you can play 3 cards of your choice. You place them face down. You don't have to tell anyone. But you better remember what card you play. You place 3 cards and put it on the face down side. After you've done that, you will draw your hand card back to 5. And that's all. That's a 2 action you can do. So we keep doing this. Sorry, one thing, this is very important. If you play some cards in the face down pile, then you will become the manager of that treatment tile. Okay, so the same, you take it and put it in front of you. No matter it's a supervisor tile or the manager side tile, whenever you're gonna grab it, if it's in the public area, of course you take it from public. If later on, let's say someone play a card over here, they want to take the supervisor tile, they just take it from me. So this is pretty simple. As long as it's in the middle, you take it from the middle. If it's from another player, you take it from another player. Depends on you play in the open section or the closed section. Remember, the open section, no, you only play 1 card per turn. You play 1 card, take the supervising tile, and put it in front of you. That's all. Or you placing face down, then you take the manager tile from there. So why are we doing all of this? One thing is because the game will keep going on like this until any one player using all of his deck, and also he running out all of his hand card. As long as this happens, the round will finish. Then we go into the scoring phase. The scoring phase, they are basically 3 steps. The first step is we check for the managers. So each tile, let's see. Let's make an example. This is the round end I got. So as the manager of the plastic bottle, I would simply take all the cards from the facing down side, put it with the face upside. Okay, so we can take a closer look at this. So this is what we do for this season. That's it. So each of the trash matching the color, so which is the correct way to do the recycle. Remember, kids. So they will be the +1 efficiency. Okay, and any trash which is wrong in this section, there will be -2 efficiency. So we just add them together. So, and then we see the number of that is positive or negative. If it's 0 or above, so in this case, if it's 0 or above, that means this round I will get the positive point of this of the tile of the first card. Okay, but at the same case, if the game the end of the round look like this, after we review the card look like this, and then which means plus 3, right, and minus 4. So it's negative side. Then usually I'll put it over here. You will see that why later. Okay. I will put it like this. If it's a positive, I put it in the recycle side. If it's negative, I clean it up and put it in the negative side. Okay. And then whoever the manager is, if it's positive, you take a positive side. If it's negative, you will take the minus point, just the other side of the card. So let's rewind a little bit. You see this randomly shuffle 3, 5, or 7. So be different value for each deck for throughout the game. But the backside they're always minus 3. Okay, so you in this card you potentially got 7 point or minus 3. So how you gonna invest it? That's how you gonna play. All right. Okay, so we will check this for each of the manager tile. If some cases there's no one become a manager in this section at all, in the end of this round, it's okay. We simply discard the first card of that, and we leave it there. That's all. Okay, that's the taking the manager bonus. So basically, you're doing good job as a manager to maintain all the trash in or not, right? That's how you score the manager part. One thing to note is this is the example of the first round of the manager scoring. But the thing is, if later of the turn, if you have a chance to take another same color of the bonus, no matter they are positive or negative, the next one will always kick the previous one out. So another word to say, each of these 4 color, you can only have 1 card for each of the color. The one come from behind always kick the one in the front out. So in my example, if you get a -3 in the very first round, don't be upset. If you can get a 7, you can kick them out, and then now you're positive point. Just the next round, try to not make the red one. Don't take the red one, probably, and especially don't take the minus red, right? If you take the positive, at least it's okay. Anyway, after all the manager one score, we will also check the supervisor tile. Whoever got the supervisor tile, we will check. Okay, like we said before, we will clean up. This is positive or negative. Okay, this is also everything minus. Didn't say a very good example, but anyway, the supervisor will check how many of the treatment tile they are staying in the positive side. If there are 3 or more, those cards we cleaned up, right? If they are stay in the positive, so we make it very efficient. The supervisor will get the reward of the +3 point. If not, also known as if there are only none, 0 or 2 treatment plant, they are stay in positive, then the supervisor doesn't do a very good job. You will get -3 point. Put it in front of you. This part, the bonus is a little bit different than this card. Remember we said the card come after will kick the card you have before out. But for the supervisor card, they don't exist. You can have as many supervisor bonus as you can throughout the game, because the game goes through 3 rounds. It's possible you can have all plus point or all minus point. All right. So after all 3 rounds, one thing additionally is the very last round, the 3rd round, the manager of the color will also take this tile. Just each of them, they will worth 2 points. So another word to say, the very last round, whoever get this tile, become the manager, you'll score another 2 points. No matter they are efficient or not. If they're efficient, yes, you score the 5 points, the positive side. If you're there negative, you still score -3. And no matter what, you'll score this 2 points. So after 3 rounds, everybody counts their the point in front of them. Then whoever have the highest point will win. One thing I probably didn't explain very well, I'll put it on again right now. Basically, after each round, in the end of the round, remember, let's summarize a little bit. Basically, we will deal 4 cards, put it in the face upside, 4 cards on the face downside, and then everybody have 12 cards to start. You draw 5 cards, and then we play. Then always refill your hand if you can fill it until you have 5 or something like that. And then we just keep doing this and scoring until the very end. What am I missing? Yeah, I think that's how you play the game. Oh my god, I forgot again. Sorry. After scoring, yes, now I remember. After scoring, okay, then we collect all the cards, the trash cards. Oh, this is such a small thing, but it's important. We collect all the cards, even someone doesn't play all his hand card and deck out, we collect all of them back and do the thing again. Okay, and that's how you play R-Eco, the manager and supervisor mode. If you have any question, please let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.